Yo, this is Chris Blair. It is now 5:25. Just having one quick beer before I meet some people for dinner. And I wanted to make this live video for you guys and talk about, you probably saw me make a post it was this last weekend. It was at the end of last week or this last weekend. About how one of our members of my eCom Vantage course in Mastermind did $50,000 in sales in one day. And hey, Carol, good to see you. Andre, good to see you. So I'm talking details about that, the formula that it takes. There's a lot of details in the formula, to be honest with you, but I'm just going to give the roadmap. That's the plan. I want to give you the roadmap so you know where you want to go, okay? Now, I'm doing something unusual. I've never done this before. I'm actually offering I'm doing it now for about a day, so there's 2 more days left, but I'm offering, for the first time ever, a free trial and sign up on my course in Mastermind. You can get in for 7 days, and at the end of the 7 days, you will be billed the normal $100 a month, but if you cancel before the 7 days is up, you won't ever be billed anything, okay? By the way, it's just reversing the process, to be totally frank, because the reality is normally what we did before, and actually we will go back to this soon after this special 3-day period, and it'll never happen ever again. This is a special, unique thing I'm doing, is we charge upfront money and then $100 a month, and then we have a refund period. So we're just reversing it just for these 3 days. So I'm going to tell you how you can take advantage of the opportunity at the end of this live stream. I'll put a link in the thread down below, right, just below this live stream, so you can go check it out. So you can sign up for free. Nothing charged you today at all, okay? But you have to hurry, because that's going to end in 2 days. We got just a little over 2 days before that ends. Okay, so it's a limited time, one-time thing. All right, so what's the formula? All right, what is the formula? Okay, now I'm going to give you a roadmap here, and the devil's in the details, which you should jump into my course in Mastermind to find out. Okay, number one, and this is the most important thing. I really say this because so many people start off wrong, and it's why they fail. Now, to have success with the store, you need to do a lot of things to make it work. But it's like building a house on the wrong foundation, right? So you got to build the house on the right foundation, okay? Or else the house is going to fall. You can do all the things right in the building or the house, right, and have all the bells and whistles and everything right in there. But if you've built this on a bad foundation, your chance of long-term sustained success is low, if not none, okay? Even if you have all the fancy bells and whistles in your house or your building, okay? And that is choosing the right niche for you. One of the biggest mistakes people make, well, first of all, let me just talk about one thing before I get into the biggest mistake people make. Let me talk about the general store. If you have a general store, in my opinion, you don't have a business. You have a roulette machine. Literally have a roulette. Your website is like roulette, right? You're just spinning the wheel and putting your bet on some certain numbers, and occasionally you might get lucky and get a hit and make some money for a short period of time. That can happen. But it's not sustainable. And the reason why it's not sustainable is because there's nothing unique about your brand. There's nothing unique about your business, right? It's just based on 100% on a product offer alone. And because you have a general store and you're launching in all sorts of niches, right? You don't even know your niche well. So if you get a winner, it's just fucking luck. I'm just going to tell you straight, you got just fucking lucky. That's it. And of course, you can get lucky once, maybe twice, but it's really hard to continue to get lucky product after product after product, okay? So it's not a sustainable business. So as far as I'm concerned, if you're watching a general store and you're not willing to open your mind to a niche store, just don't turn off this video right now. Just go somewhere else and keep gambling your money down the toilet. But for those of you who truly want a sustainable business and want to build something that will last and be profitable and become an asset, choose a niche. Okay, number one, choose a niche. And then when it comes to choosing a niche, the biggest mistake people make when it comes to this is they say, well, Chris, what's a profitable niche? I don't know. wait a minute, Chris, you've been in this business since 2012. I mean, how can you not know what profitable niches is? And of course I know some niches that tend to be profitable. Of course I do. But here's the thing. Okay, let me talk about one of the niches. I actually have two stores. One is open, that I don't hide, and people know about it. And the other one I'm secret when I'm partner with. It's under my partner's, actually, no, sorry, we made a company together. So the company together, I keep that secret because I'm sort of a public figure. I don't want to, that brand I want to keep secret because I don't want everyone going and trying to copy my stuff, because it happens a lot on my current site, on the one that's public, right? So anyway, so that site is in the beer niche, okay? Now, I've had success in the beer niche, and so have some people. But you know how many people have failed in the beer niche? The list is thousands long. I see them come and go, come and go, come and go, come and go. And I've even had people reach out to me because I don't understand how you're making this work. I can't make it work. And the reason why they can't make it work is because they don't understand that niche. They're not able to understand the niche, and they haven't properly done a lot of deep research to truly understand the niche. But, so that said, if you're truly willing to dig in and do a lot of work, like really dig in and get to know a niche, you can go into a niche that you know nothing about, have no affinity for, and actually make it work. Okay, that is true. If you're willing to fight that battle. Okay, but if you're going into a niche that you don't know, like for example, all the people come into my niche, the beer niche, and fail, right? They don't understand the beer niche, and they don't also are lazy and don't even put in the proper time to research and truly understand the beer niche. Okay. All right, but I'm a beer drinker. I grew up in Colorado in a beer drinking, what do you call it? A wild beer drinking, community, right? I mean, I knew it. I understand these people. I went to school, university, a big party school, right? So, I mean, I can truly relate to these people. So I understand what they're thinking and what interests them, and what they want. And so the first step you got to ask yourself when you choose a niche is, what do I know? What am I passionate about? Because you are set. It's not impossible, but you're making yourself a much, much harder road if you choose something that you don't know well. Okay, because you got to truly know your customers. You got to know what makes them breathe, what makes them click. You got to know them better than you know your uncle, your cousin, your brother, daughter, sister, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Right? Okay, so that's step one. Okay, now even if you choose a passion niche, don't assume you know everything. In my course of Mastermind, I have a video called Market Master. Okay, and I literally have had people come in I've had literally in the past 2 or 3 months, I've had 3 people who already had 7-figure stores based on one niche. Okay, 7 figures, right? Doing $1 million a year in sales, right? And when you do my course in Mastermind, you participate in the live streams and all the things we do in the group. I reference this video all the time. The Market Master video. Market Master. Have you done the research on the Market Master? So these guys, even though they thought they knew their niche, they said, you know what, Chris? Even though that's in the basics section of the course, I'm going to go watch that video. I'm going to do those assignments, and I even encouraged them to do so. And all of them came back to me and said, I learned things about my niche I never knew. Okay, so even if you choose a niche that you're passionate with, you got to dig deep and research. It should take you several days. I'm not talking about a cursory 1-hour search, over your competitors' fan pages and sites. I'm talking about truly dig in and get to know it. Okay? I mean, you should spend several days learning the fan pages and the websites of all your competitors and truly knows. I mean, it boggles my mind. You think of this, right? So I used to work in the corporate world, and we knew our competitors like the back of our hand. Do you know that car companies, like for example, let's just say Toyota launches a car. You know what the first thing happens? Ford goes out and buys that car, brings it back to their factory, and they tear that thing down 100% and try to put it back together. That's how well they know the competition. Okay? But yet, us Shopify sellers think, oh, I opened a Shopify store in the cat niche. Oh, I'm going to go grab a few products from AliExpress and I'm going to start launching them. Ooh. And that's their approach to business, and then they wonder why they fail. It's amazing. It's mind-boggling, to tell you the truth. Anyway, so get to know your niche, and if you truly want to know the processes that we do for that, now and only now, you can actually sign up for free and get a 7-day free trial for free. So I'll give you the link for that in the thread below, here after this live stream. Okay, next, dig deep in product research. So do you truly understand what's being sold in your market and come up with unique stuff? The keyword being unique. Let me order another beer here. I got 30 more minutes before I meet my friend. I'm gonna have one more. Oh, this is, by the way, check this out. Pretty cool. Touch in Japan now, and now every restaurant you go to, touch panel ordering. I mean, it's almost impossible to go in a restaurant that doesn't have this. So much for $15 an hour in the United States. They're all going to be replaced like stuff like this. All right. Anyway, back to what we were saying. Okay, so by the way, I don't care what social media you're using unless you're using a very new platform. For example, like Snapchat right now. Snapchat is something that we're launching ads on, and Snapchat really works, by the way. Snapchat's untapped, and we have training on that. But Snapchat is an exception, right? But if you're doing Instagram, Google, Facebook ads, Pinterest ads, where all these places have been around for a while, whatever niche you're in, I can almost guarantee you they've seen a lot of the popular, most common products in your niche, right? Or if you're selling a t-shirt, most common expressions, right? So if you're going out there and just regurgitating the exact same crap that everyone else has been selling to them for years, right? Will you make some sales? Yes. I'm not gonna completely discount that as a way to not make any sales, just copying and making your own version of it. But you're not going to truly become a big business, because to become a big business with eCom, you got to be selling stuff with unique twist and angle. Okay, so the whole methodology on how to come up with that. But the point is, if you don't research the most common products in your niche and know them well, how can you possibly come up with something unique? So number one is, so this next point, number 4 is research this and truly get to know the products, right? That's actually, number 3, point number 3. So 2 and 3 are similar, right? But then, what I'm saying 3 is, look, know them, but then come up with your own unique angles. Because I'm telling you, you have 2 options in this business, right? You have one option is to launch tons of products, basically throwing shit at the wall, and seeing if it sticks, right? And that would be all the other products that you just model after whatever else is selling, right? I mean, you make your own twist, you make your own design or whatever, but you're still basically selling the exact same thing. Same expression slogan on a hat, right? Grabbing the best sellers at AliExpress, the ones that you know that are selling, and you're competing in the exact same pool of everyone else in your niche, okay? And if you launch 10 of those a day, you might get lucky and find 1 or 2 that still have some room in the marketplace and make some sales, but you're not going to make massive sales. And when I say massive sales, when I launch a product, my goal is to sell 20,000 units. I shit you not. My goal is to sell 20,000 units of products, and I've done it several times, okay? Now, obviously, I don't do it on every single product, but that's the aim, okay? So you're not going to have that big winner if you're selling the exact same stuff everyone else is. So you got to come up with your own unique angles. Okay, and there's a whole way to do that, and I talk a lot about that in the course of Mastermind. Okay, now, next, number 4. Perfect an ad strategy. Don't try to manipulate this. This is really, really critical. In fact, this is one of the reasons why I struggled in 2009 and 2009. I was doing eCom part-time while working. But in 2010, 2011, I was not e-com, internet marketing, internet business. So I wasn't actually doing e-com, I was doing affiliate stuff. And I started doing affiliate stuff in 2010 and 2011 full time. But I was really, really struggling. And whether it's affiliate stuff or whether it's CPA offers or whether it's e-com, it doesn't matter. The first point is you have to master one traffic source. Because one traffic source, especially a big one like Facebook, Google ads, or whatever, can bring you all the traffic you need. Now, again, you want to have an all-around business. I talk about that in the next step. But when you're a beginner or someone who's not having success, one of the biggest mistakes you make is you say, okay, great, I'm going to do Snapchat ads, I'm going to do Google ads, I'm going to do Pinterest ads, I'm going to do Facebook ads, and you do all of them badly. So dig in and master one traffic source and truly get to know it. Now, the easiest one to get started with is Facebook. There's a huge amount of traffic on Facebook, and guys, anyone who says that Facebook ads don't work, and you see all that stuff now in these groups, oh, Facebook ads are dead, it's too... Bullshit. I'm sorry to say that, it's just bullshit. It's not Facebook's fault. It's the seller's fault because they're not being creative with their offers. They're just not being creative with offers, right? Or you see people say all the time, well, this was selling 2 weeks ago, but it's not selling more. Well, it's not selling anymore because people are spying on your site, and now suddenly there's a lot of people using the exact same ad creatives. So you got to be creative and come up with new ad creatives, and there's different angles you can use. But anyway, I'm giving you the full formula plan rather than giving you the details of that. But anyway, I'm telling you, man, Facebook ads are working. The member of our course group who showed the $50,000 day, most of that traffic, well over half of it was from Facebook ads. I've been getting conversions today at $2 or $3 per ad set, right, per conversion on an ad set. So, I mean, it's totally working if you come up with good offers. All right. Now, here's point number 5, okay? And this is only after you've mastered Facebook, or if you choose another traffic source, you can reverse this. That's fine. Let's say you start off with Google Ads, and then you want to go into Facebook later. That is fine too, okay? But next step, start to expand. You want to go into other traffic sources. You don't want to be on a one-legged stool, okay? And you don't want to have your business balanced on one leg. Now, I think it's great when you first begin and you want to get your first success and you want to start generating guests. Yes, master one leg of the stool. I'm referring, the different types. But then you want to add another leg, okay? And to get to know that leg and really understand that leg before you then add another one and then add another one. So add one traffic source at a time. Don't go around adding 3 or 4 traffic. Trust me, I've done a lot of coaching and training of people since late 2013, and that methodology works. Master one first, and I suggest Facebook, and then master another one, and then master another one, and then slowly but surely get other traffic sources going. Next, email marketing. Okay, email marketing is immensely important, guys. The money's in the list. Okay, one of the biggest problem people have in this business is they're trying to drive. They're just so worried about profit up front when they're raising their prices so high where they actually turn off a lot of people when they don't buy. Guys, I would rather sell 1,000 units today at 50 cents profit after all my expenses, than go out and sell 20 units or 30 units at $20 profit each or $30 profit each. And the reason being is because now I've got 1,000 new people I can mail. And the long-term value of any eCom business is in the mailing list, okay? It's immensely important, right? Guys, I've been involved in helping 7 people over the last 18 months sell their store. And I can tell you, I know exactly the questions that people are going to ask. And one of the questions that's going to be asked is, how much profit and sales is coming from email lists? Okay, if you don't have a great email list and you're not nurturing that email list and you're not building that relationship with your list and you're not getting that, you will not have a great sell. Well, you'll make some money off your asset. People will buy it, but your value will go way down. Okay, it will be significantly down. Okay. All right, here's another thing that people don't do a lot, and this is more so for the dropshipping people. All right. But actually, I did run into one trouble with a POD supplier one time. But anyway, we were able to solve that. But secure supply chain, especially around holiday seasons, right? Around Mother's Day, Father's Day, Halloween, other events. Christmas, right? Whatever time of year, okay. When you start to scale a product, so first you test it, right? That's fine. Then you start to scale it, right? If you're dropshipping from China, especially if you're dropshipping, make sure you get some samples before you scale big. I mean, guys, I've seen so many sellers screw themselves. One of my friends lost $75,000 because he had just crap total crap coming from China. He hadn't gotten samples, and he scaled it right at Christmas. This is 2 years ago in November. He did some massive sales, and yeah, he's getting refund request after refund request after refund claim. It was a nightmare. Okay, so if you're coming from China, get samples. But then that's the other thing is also reach out to your supplier and say, look, I'm going to be scaling this product. It's starting to work for me. I've sold 50 or 75 or 100, right? And it's converting well. It's definitely scalable. I'm going to be selling thousands of these. Can you handle that? Okay. Incredibly important you do that. Okay. And if not, if they say they're not, or even if you have any doubts at all, find a backup. The good news about this is most products we're selling, not all of them, I've seen some exceptions, but most products we're selling that you could get other suppliers to help you out. Okay. And then last, and this is a mistake that 99.9999% of sellers make to this day, even experienced sellers. Absolutely do not ignore SEO, search engine optimization. And I know what people are doing. I can see every time I say this. In fact, I've done this at events, and people roll their eyes. In fact, I did this in an event last month. I spoke at an event, and people were rolling their eyes when I said this. Oh, SEO, it's so slow, it's so cumbersome. Oh, man. Big mistake. Okay, and I'll explain to you why. Okay, there's a couple reasons. Okay, number one, let's just talk about short term. Okay, it takes several months to get SEO effective, right? Depends on your components, on your site, and all sorts of things like that. But the point is, in general, several months. Okay, but when the traffic starts coming from SEO, right, it converts better than paid ads. It just does. Makes sense. Think about this. Right? What are we doing with Instagram advertising, Pinterest advertising, Facebook advertising, whatever? We are interrupting people's day. We're interrupting them. No one went off and said, woohoo, today I'm going to go fucking shopping on Facebook. That just doesn't happen. Okay? So we're interrupting them. So of course the conversion rate's going to be low. But if someone's going into Google and searching out the item that you're selling, they're going to convert better. Now, there's a lot less of that traffic, and it takes time to build up, right? And it's harder to scale. But the point is, a steady stream of SEO traffic is awesome, and it converts, okay? But here's the other thing. The value of your website. The value of your website. If you have a website that's getting a lot of organic traffic, combined with, organic traffic from SEO, combined with a solid mailing list, combined with some winning products, combined with some active social media pages that are also bringing in traffic. When I should include the SEO, I should also make sure you have active social media pages. You're posting real content, building up a following, not just spamming products. You have an asset that you could sell for money that you could walk away and not work for several years, if not retire on. Guys, listen, guys, from a guy who's actually helped people sell I'm telling you can. It's possible. Okay. Now, it's not guaranteed results. I'm not promising results. My lawyer requires me to say, look, some of these are extreme examples, but the point is it's all possible. Okay. Now, normally it's $100 a month today to get started in my Mastermind course group, or $1,000 a year. But we're having a special 3-day, 100% free. You can get it for 7 days for free, not a dime. Okay. You'll be billed at the end of 7 days, but if you want to cancel before that, no problem. Just message me or message our support desk. We'll take care of that. So I'll put the link in the thread there below, and we'll see you on the inside. Hey, Chris, great point on the email. Another thing is messenger list as well. That's right. Yeah, Facebook messenger list is tied to the email list. But yes, Facebook messenger list for sure. All right, I got to go shortly here, so I got to run. Cheers, guys. We'll see you in the next video.